Hey, Vinny. Uh, Glad to have you on our Remodeling Success podcast. And so, yeah, I wanted to shoot this quick video here to hear a little bit more about your story, how you got into the industry, and all
Sure.
that. So, yeah, go ahead.
So my dad was a contractor, and I started working with him right out of college. Uh, then left for a little while, came back, started my own business in 1999, and took off from there.
Cool. And what was your business looking like before you ended up partnering with us with Quote Magnet? Like what prompted you to reach out in the first place?
I mean, listen. I had a successful business, but I was working in the five boroughs of New York. I moved to Nassau County, so now I wanted to really concentrate on Nassau County, so it would just kill a lot of travel time, and I wanted to establish myself here in Nassau County, and I gotta say, this is working unbelievable, a lot better than I ever thought. I had reservations when we first started, but it has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I was advertising on Yelp and Angie's List. Nothing. I mean, you couldn't. You were lucky if you got maybe five phone calls in a month, 2 months. As soon as I joined with you, and like I said, I was a little nervous. I thought that it was a scam. That you see all these scams out there, but it has been incredible, the response. From the second day, I started getting leads. I think on the second or third day, I think I got three or four leads. And it's been consistently like that almost every day since I joined, which was what, 5 weeks ago, maybe?
Yeah, like not even a month and a half,
Yeah,
right?
month and a half. I've probably sent out $1 million in proposals
Wow, in a month and
since,
a half.
yeah, yeah, in a month and a half. I
Right.
mean, I'm starting a huge basement um, Friday. I have four more jobs that I'm going to go into contract hopefully next week. If I land this last job that I just gave a proposal to, which looks really good, I'm going to have over $450,000 signed up in a month and a half,
Wow.
which
That's
is incredible.
so these are not handyman jobs, right? These are like real
No,
construction
no,
jobs.
no. None of the jobs that I've seen, I don't think I've sent out a proposal less than $25,000.
And that was like the smallest one. And then
That's
the
the,
team that you're
that
working with,
is
I
the
guess, above it.
absolutely smallest
Mhm.
job. I it's actually caused so much work on my end where I come home and I have to do all these proposals, and it's incredible. I mean, it's nuts. I've never ever expected this. I think we spoke yesterday. I referred someone down in Florida, a friend of mine who has a who's in construction down there,
Mhm.
and you know, I told him if you want to get to a certain level, you got to jump on board. It's incredible. Listen, my business was mostly word of mouth because, my work, I do very good work. And, it's just word of mouth. I have not advertised since 1999 from when I started this business. Due to the fact that I moved to a different part of New York and I'm trying to build in this area, no, it was pretty difficult. I was having a tough time. So I was keeping the jobs in the city, in
Mhm.
Brooklyn and Manhattan, but it's adding 3 hours or 4 hours of travel time. It was taking up my life. I wanted to move to Nassau County, the business, what I mean, not I live here already, but the business I wanted to bring to Nassau County, and this has been incredible. I got to tell you, Nick, it's been incredible. It really
I
has.
mean, it really
I,
makes me really happy. Yeah.
listen, man, it's amazing the amount of leads that I get. It's crazy. Let me just say real quick. I mean, listen, some days you'll get one or two, and then there are other days mostly on the weekend. I think because people are on their phones and this and that, and they're sitting home. And I'll get sometimes 6 in a day, or 5, 4. It's crazy. It's
So
almost
Monday
like
morning, you got 9, like it starts right away. You gotta.
listen to me. I'm not joking. I love to go out on Friday nights to dinner with my friends and stuff. And 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, I'll be getting leads. It's crazy. And I don't even call them back. I'll call you in the morning. I'm out. But it's pretty sick. It's really is. It works unbelievable. Like I love the fact that like in the beginning I had some concerns of the advertisement, and you tweaked it for me, and I think the tweaking of the ad actually helped tremendously.
Yeah,
Because I was
we
getting.
generally do care. We want it to work. Like we're
Yeah,
we're having that back and forth conversation,
yeah,
right?
if you remember, I was getting all extensions and extensions and extensions, and those are great jobs and new builds, but they're 3, 4 months down the road because you got to get permits and stuff like that. When you tweaked it to kitchens and baths and basements and renovations and stuff, that's when the signings and the actual work started coming in.
Like they're much more ready to get the work done now versus
Right,
3 months
correct,
ago. Mhm.
correct. Like I said, I'm starting a new job on Friday. I think it's $85,000. Nice job.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
And
nice
so,
job. You get 3 of those going at once, and you're good.
right, and if you think back to that moment when you did sign up, I'm sure you were really nervous. And there's a lot of guys in that same position that are probably watching this video, right? Who have gone through the Angie's thing, they've gone through the Yelp thing, and they've been burned in the past. So what would you say to them in that moment? If you think back to when we had our initial conversation, right? Because you know what it's like now at this point. I guess what would you say to yourself like a month and a half ago?
Listen, I was a little hesitant to do this. Um, I did call a couple of contractors. I Googled them to make sure that they were legit companies. And, they had all good things to say. One was a home builder. So he said, when I spoke to him, he told me, listen, it's not, I'm not getting a ton of work, but I am getting work. I said, but he did ask me, what do you do? I mean, are you a home builder, or are you? I says, well, I'm really more into renovations and extension. He goes, if that's the case, that I get 1,000 phone calls, but we don't do that type of work. So I think it'll be good. And then I spoke to a gentleman, I think his name,
Brian,
maybe,
he's one of our favorites.
what
We
was
got
Brian?
Brian. Yeah, he's one
Right,
of our
Brian
favorites.
in California,
Yeah.
who started a business just a few months ago with his father and his brother. And the kid was telling me how he's doing unbelievable. And I'll somebody wants to call me, I'll tell them. I'll tell them as long as it's not in Nassau County.
Yeah, so Granada County, Vinny's our guy, right?
Right.
Any of the other boroughs around the
Yeah,
country.
I'm trying to get you. I have a friend in Suffolk County, trying to get him on board with you. I have a good friend of mine in Brooklyn. I'm trying to get him on board with you. I mean, I've bragged about this to him. I told him, I says, listen, just get on board. You won't even be able to handle the work. And he's pretty new in the business. I don't think he can handle it. Um, I've been in the business for a while, so I could probably handle this work. But if he's struggling to get work, and I told him, just do it. Even if you do it for a month, you'll see. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, yeah, going into 2025, well, what's in store for you,
What's
right?
that?
Going into 2025, like what's in store for
Oh
you?
God, I got so much work. I mean, I have a house that I have to build, not from your ads, but I have to build like a $2 million house for someone. But that doesn't mean I'm going to put a crew there. I do not want to get away from what this is creating, which is a great, listen, jobs that would take me 2 hours to get to in the morning and another hour and a half to come home, 2 hours to come home,
Mhm.
takes up a lot of your day, of your life. Now these jobs are literally 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away from my house. It's
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
And they're not
Right.
calling you as a local handyman, they're calling you as the local builder,
Yeah,
right?
listen to me. I'm an established, contractor. No, no handyman, no nothing. Like I said, every job that I go see is renovation of basement, new kitchen. I have the one job that I have to give a price for. As a matter of fact, it's a kitchen. He's converting into two apartments. He wants to put two kitchens, two bathrooms, rent, and it's a basement, but he wants the rental income. And he called me today, as a matter of fact, and I have to give him a price for that. I have another gentleman that has four bathrooms, one kitchen. I have another gentleman that is moving his kitchen from upstairs to the first floor and converting that into a bedroom. And then I have to renovate his two bathrooms. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's really they're all, most of the work that I'm getting is 80,000, 100,000. That's the type of work I'm getting from this. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
And Vinny, I'm really excited to see what the future has in store for you. So thanks for
Yeah,
speaking.
man. Yeah, so am I.
Absolutely. So
Yeah. It's a crazy business. It's not like it's not like a pizzeria where people walk in and buy a slice. You have to go get these people. And I know what's going to happen. I mean, you're going to have word of mouth. If I do a nice job for someone, their cousin or their friend is looking for a contractor, and it works out. So I just want consistency. That's what I want. And this is causing consistency, which is cool.